Hey, hi, and welcome back. This is Fadi Gupta, Sharda Decanter. This video is for you if you are wandering around IFRS, you're planning to start IFRS, you're clueless where to start from, what should be your strategy, what are the things that you should focus, what should be your perspective while learning IFRS. If you're aiming to clear any kind of IFRS exams or maybe financial reporting exam, this video will definitely help you. Now, starting with this, the question is, do you start learning IFRS, is it possible? No, it's not possible. See, basically, IFRS talks about the accounting rules and regulations as per the global standards. It's very similar to the accounting rules that we studied in 11th and 12th standard. Three golden rules for the journal entries. If you remember, those are the core concepts. Now we apply to each and every event that occurs in the company. Let's say there is a salary transaction, there is a rent transaction, there is purchase, sale. So we apply those three golden rules and then we pass journal entry. We present the same in the financial statement. Similarly, IFRS also talks about a lot of provisions, guidelines, general application. It is completely principle based. Okay, it's not rule based. So it gives us the general guideline. Now we guys have to understand why and then understand how, and whenever a condition comes up, whenever any event comes up, whenever any transaction comes up, maybe it is in a question answer form or maybe it's in practical life. Therein you apply those rules, those guidelines to the situation, okay? And therein you handle, okay, as per this rule, as per this guideline, this is how we tackle the same. Example, if you talk about IAS 16, IFRS 15, these are very common standards, okay? These talk about basic asset, property, plant, and equipment. These talk about revenue. Now, if you talk about revenue nowadays, you get so many scratch cards, you get so many vouchers, cashback, correct, discount offers, buy one, get one. So popular examples that are being done all throughout the year in the form of sale. The question is, how do you record this discount? How do you record the scratch cards, vouchers? I would say buy one, get one offer. Okay. Free services, free delivery. How do you account for the same? This is all given under IFRS. They don't give you what happens with the delivery charges, what happens with the discount. Instead, they give you the general guideline and we apply to all these transactions. Very importantly, in simple words, IFRS is application based. So you cannot just learn and expect to do wonders. Instead, you have to understand the application. Also, the very big challenge that comes in question answer format, maybe in the financial reporting at the skill level of ACR, ACCA, maybe in the financial reporting of CA, CMA exams, or if you talk about financial reporting in the form of, I would say, SBR, okay, strategic business reporting, or maybe some diploma courses like diploma in IFRS. My point is, in these all, the major challenge that you will see is when we talk about each and every single standard, it's fine, it's manageable. But what happens in these questions? There are multiple standards targeted together. There is an asset, then there is a provision required, then there is discounting of the same done, unwinding of discounts done. All right, now you have to also present the same in current and non current portion. My point is, there are multiple standards triggered in one particular question. That's when it becomes complex. So if you know the basic understanding, you know the application, then only you'll be able to handle a mixed kind of question. Especially if I talk about ACCA diploma and IFRS, there are like 4 questions only. But there are a lot of subparts, and each and every question tries to target like 3 to 4 standards all in one. Okay. Therefore, very important. Even if you are a working professional, even if you have 10 plus years of experience, still you have to sit with question answers and practice and revise, which is, I would say, not compromisable. The very important thing that you can take away is make sure that you read your video lectures, you go through your syllabus and question answers simultaneously. Let's say you've covered a topic, try to practice at least 1 or 2 questions around it, maybe 5 questions around it, whatever the time permits. Then only head towards the next standard. Please don't binge watch, okay? It's not possible that you binge watch the entire lectures and you assume that, okay, everything is good. you have to be very clear with each and every standard individually. Okay, this is the main point. Now, when you're completing your syllabus, when you're going ahead with the question answers, okay, it all depends upon I would say exam to exam. It might vary for CA, it might be little different. For ACCA, it might be little different. So you have to observe the answer key. Okay, what is the kind of question? For a 10 marker question, what is the kind of answer? What is the length of answer? How do I draft my answer? This is something that you need to observe well and really practice. If you talk about ACCA, it's computer based exam. So herein even a practice on the platform is really required. Time based practice. Set a 3-hour timer and practice the same. Lastly, very importantly, whichever exam we are studying for, especially I take classes for ACCA, FR, I take classes for diploma in IFRS. I do make sure that students are completing syllabus along with question answers, okay, 30 days well before in time. Example, if you're aiming for coming December, you should complete by 30th October, 31st October maximum. If you're aiming for June or March, whatever your concept is, whatever your exams are, make sure before 30 days you have completed the video lectures and the question answer. Practicing is non-negotiable even if you are a working professional. I see a lot of students who are so sharp, they are so good at accounting, and they have 30 years of experience. But they could not clear why? Because they did not practice well. As a student, the difficult challenge is that you don't know things much, you're not done the financial statements in real life. So you have to assume, you have to imagine a lot of things. You cannot connect with the topics immediately. But on the other hand, if you are a working professional, it's very easy to connect with the concepts, correct? You click the concepts because you're actually working on those files. You're actually helping them prepare the financials or maybe audit the same. So you connect better. You connect very quickly. You don't have to imagine being a working professional. So both of them have a challenge. As a student, if you are not having any work to do, okay, it's very easy just to focus on studies. On the other hand, working professional who are able to understand it very well but are unable to have like a lot of time to practice because they have a full-time job to take care of. So there are challenges in both the cases. I could notice, and I am like training thousands of students every year. Trust me. And I see a lot of things, and but there is a repetitive pattern. People who don't practice well the question answers, people who don't practice on computer-based exam portals before the exam, they tend to fail by marginal numbers, maybe 3, 4, 5 numbers, but they don't score well. Why? Just because they have not practiced. So there are two key takeaways from this video lecture. Firstly, try to understand the core concepts of it, why it's happening, and make sure that you clearly apply to the question answers. Secondly, make sure you practice a lot of it, okay, and revise a lot of it so that even in real life, if something comes up, you exactly know the standard and the trigger point, and you can actually have your own opinion. You can actually participate in the discussion. Recently, I got a message from one of the students and said that, ma'am, I've got a new job and I had an interview and they were asking all the questions that we discussed and kind of all the classes conversation was coming to my head and I was able to answer those. Okay, and also he was very like excited that I will be applying these standards to the new company's financials also. That's kind of a very interesting thing. Okay, in case if you are interested in getting more guidance, okay, maybe one-on-one, more details about the courses, okay, so you can connect with us on the given WhatsApp number. And also we have an app, okay, so you can download that app and check out the courses, free materials, free demo lectures. See you on the other side. Thank you for watching. This is Fadi Gupta. Bye bye. Take care. See you on the next video.